Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the exercise question answers from chapter number 10. There is Salaam to Nairobi by Ford Prefect, written by Roald Dahl. This is from Engaging English book, class 7. Okay, so let's start. At first we have some word meanings. Magnanimous, generous, enlist, joined the armed forces. Hazardous, dangerous, intensified, greatly increased, enthrall, hold one's attention, inane, silly or meaningless, inhibitions, shyness, languorous, lazy, demure, shy, exhilarating, exciting, rut, deep, narrow marks, made in the ground by a vehicle, current, continuously flowing water, astern, behind, serenity, peace, affable, friendly, conscience, a moral sense of right or wrong. Okay, let's start the question answer part. Number 1. What was a magnanimous gesture shown to the narrator by the Shell Company? The magnanimous gesture shown by the Shell Company was that it released the author with blessings, wished him good luck, and assured to pay the salary into the bank account anywhere in the world for as long as the world lasts and the narrator remains alive. Number 2, describe the narrator's encounter with the giraffes. Why did he call them tame? Okay. On the first day of the narrator's 600 miles journey, he was often fascinated by a number of giraffes, usually in groups of three or four with a baby alongside. He noticed them ahead of him taking small bites of green leaves from the top of acacia trees by the side of roads. The narrator found it exhilarating to be able to move about freely among such huge wild creatures. The narrator calls them tame because they were quite friendly and didn't feel any threat in the presence of the narrator. Instead, they looked at the narrator with languorous manner but never ran away. Number 3. Describe the cobra that the narrator met along the way. How did he react to it? On his way to Tanganyika, the narrator encountered a very large, thick, greenish brown cobra gliding slowly over the ruts in the road. 30 yards ahead of him, it was 7 or 8 feet long and was holding its head 6 inches up in the air and well clear of the dusty road. The speaker was terrified at the sight of the fearsome snake, so did not move forward to run over it. Instead, he reversed and kept backing his car till the cobra vanished into the underground. Next one, number 4. How did the narrator describe the elephant family he saw passing by? During the journey, the narrator saw a big tusker and his cow with their offspring moving slowly forward in line about 50 yards from the road on the edge of the forest. The narrator felt that a great sense of peace surrounded this gentle beast, which seemed to be living a life of utmost satisfaction, unlike the narrator who was going to join the war. Number 5. How did the old man at the frontier treat the narrator? How was it different from the usual behavior of a person at a customs and immigration outpost? The person in charge of the great outpost was an ancient and toothless black man who had been serving there for 37 years. He treated the narrator cordially, offering a cup of tea without sugar, for which he regretted. One being asked to see the passport, the old man refused to do so, as all passports looked similar to him without spectacles that he did not possess. The experience was quite different from the usual behavior one expects at a customs outpost, because this old shack was managed by a man who had poor eyesight, and instead of strict regulation, the in charge was friendly, which was supposed to be under strict vigilance. Number 6. What did the narrator do after it became dark in the jungle? As soon as it became dark in the jungle, the headlamp of his car became dim. The narrator parked his ancient Ford just off the road in a patch of thorn trees to wait for the dawn. He sat in the car listening to the jungle noises all around him, and also protected against wild animals as he was inside a car. He had a sandwich with hard cheese which he carried with him. Later, he wound up the two windows, leaving just a half-inch gap at the top of the window, and rolled to the back seat to sleep. Okay, number 7. Why did the narrator fear that he might not be selected for flying duties? During the medical examination at the RAF headquarters, the narrator suspected that he might not be selected for flying duties, since the English doctor remarked that the narrator's height of 6 feet 6 inches was not ideal for a flyer of an aeroplane. Next one, RTC. Number 1. When one is quite alone on a lengthy and slightly hazardous journey like this, every sensation of pleasure and fear is enormously intensified. The adventurous and the hazardous journey that the narrator undertook from Dar es Salaam, Nairobi, was full of excitement and thrill. According to the narrator, one's excitement enhances when is on a solo trip. He feels a sensation of pleasure as well as the fear of upcoming dangers that he might face in his journey. Next one. Okay, explain this line. That will be 3 shillings, Bhavana, they said, laughing. The 6 strong men helped the narrator to cross the Wami River along with his Ford on the raft. They asked for 3 shillings as their wage for their effort. These 6 local tribes addressed the narrator Bhavana, meaning master, to show respect. Number 3. Now explain this line. They are better off than me, I told myself, and a good deal wiser. The narrator remarked this when he saw the elephant in ultimate satisfaction. He realized that these animals were better than him and wiser too, as they were unaware of hunters and poachers. On the other hand, the narrator was on his way to join the war, where either he will kill the German or will be killed by them, and the elephants have no thought of murder, as they didn't have any fear of being killed. Okay, so these are the exercise question answers from the chapter Dar es Salaam to Nairobi by Ford Prefect. I will provide you the inside questions in the next video. So till then, take care and bye.